You can't talk about one side without the other. So today on Fog Football, it's a double dose of old firm transfer news. Welcome back to the channel. Who are we going to start with? We're going to start with Celtic. Are we going to start with Rangers? Well, let's start with the bigger signing of the two, and that would be the guy that Rangers are linked with. And you know what? That's factual because Kwame Poku, right, played for Peterborough in League One. You may be thinking, well, how's that bigger than the Celtic guy? Surely Celtic are linked to a £20 million man. Well, they're not. It's Callum Osmond they're linked to. But before we get into him, let's talk about Kwame Poku. So you may be thinking, League One, what are we doing? Well, League One, what are we doing? Let me tell you what we're doing. 27 games the guy played in League One last year, 12 goals, 8 assists. That's 20 goal contributions in 27 games. Now, that's just in League One. We'll dive into his other stats in a minute. He is 23. He would be 24 come the start of the season, as he's born in August 2001. But I tell you what, decent stats. Now, he has been capped by Ghana before. He's a right mid. We need a right mid, especially a right mid that has stats in that position, as Tierney is bang bang out the door. And the great thing about this wee deal would be that it would be for free. Rangers wouldn't have to pay haw. Now, I did say he's capped. To be fair, he made his Ghana international debut back in the 28th of March 2021. That was a good year. And the reality is with that's his only cap. So again, yes, he's a capped international. But at the same time, folks, Kieran Slicker's a capped international. And we all know how that went on Friday. So again, it would be a free. His current market value is 1.5 million. Well, that's the last time it was valued at. Which was it was a decent couple of months ago now. But he's now without a club. Peterborough haven't accepted it. Now, like I said, it was 12 goals, 8 assists in 27 league games. Now, if we add up his FA Cup appearances, his EFL Cup appearances, and his EFL Trophy appearances, 31 games, 12 goals, 1 assist. That's 23 goal contributions in 31 games. He averages a goal 172 minutes in the league and 197 minutes overall when you factor in all the other competitions. Well, we always hear, oh, Scottish Premiership's pish, it's this, it's that, it's... Well, if we're as pish as League One, then this guy should be a great signing, shouldn't he? But on the flip side of that, what have we seen? Well, we've seen all the duds from Scotland go down to League One and somehow kick on. We've seen the likes of Ben Davies, Awata, Kieran Doyle, Scott Wright, etc., etc. I mean, I don't really want to throw Lyndon Dykes in there, but I could throw Lyndon Dykes in there. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to throw Lyndon Dykes in there, even though he plays for Birmingham. Speaking of Birmingham, they are linked with a signing for Kwame Poku. Now, Kwame Poku, right, looks like a decent enough player. Looks like he'd do a decent enough job for Rangers. Young enough, loads of goals, loads of assists for free. It's kind of a no-brainer. If he chooses shitey Birmingham City, oh, but Tom Brady owns them. Well, guess what? Fuck Tom Brady. All right? Even though he's got more Super Bowls than the 49ers, right? But you join the side that's got the 49er backing, brother. You know what I mean? The 24-inch Pythons and the team that's going to win the title next year because Russell Martin, I'm backing him. Big Russell Martin. All that good stuff. Champions League football, potentially. Guaranteed European football. One of the biggest teams in world football. Or you could join Birmingham. It's a no-brainer for this guy. It's a deal that suits all parties. Cheap, good stats. Could sell him on after a couple of years, especially if he proves himself in Europe and repeats these numbers for Rangers. It's an absolute no-brainer. And he's a right mid, and by God, do Rangers need a right mid, folks? There's no two ways about it. That is one of the positions that I mean, it's not even a case of like, oh, there's people there, but they're shite. I mean, who is there at Rangers that's a right mid? What, Ross McCausland? I mean, not only he may as well not be there, but he's also shite. You look at the left wing, Cortez and Matondo. I can't recall the last time Rangers were so bad in the wide department. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Moving on to the guy that Celtic are linked for. Now, this wouldn't be a free, but it would just be a what do you call them? The youth compensation deals. We see them all the time when players leave, but they're under a certain age. Now, this kid is born in November 2005, so he's 19. He'd be 20 later on this year. And Celtic one now. He plays for Fulham. I say plays for Fulham. He hasn't actually played a senior minute, but for Premier League 2 and the EFL Trophy and the Premier League 2 playoffs, you can combine all his appearances. It's 22 games, 11 goals, and 4 assists. That averages at 157 minutes per goal. But like I say, it's the youth team for Fulham, and this isn't me just burying him because he's with Celtic. Celtic were linked with Schiffgarden or Kishgarden, however you pronounce it. I don't give a shit. Right, this is a guy who's like 10, 14 million. You know, one of the. I mean, he's not one of the highly sought after players in Europe, but I mean, he's a young striker with like 14 million. I mean, that's a. To go from that to this guy, is this guy going to walk straight into the Celtic team? I doubt it. It's one of those signs that makes you think, well, why wouldn't you just give Johnny Kenny more game time? That's it. Like, could this Callum Osmond guy come in and get rid of Big Adam and get in front of him and get in front of Johnny Kenny? He could. But is that the free option Celtic want going into next season? Of course it's not. They need better than that. Realistically, they probably are going to get Champions League football. Even though it's a playoff and no guarantees, and it's not like Celtic and L knockouts have done well, even though I know knockouts are traditionally they're post Christmas and all that good stuff, but it is a knockout format in the playoffs essentially, so they'll have to win it and come through it. But I just I mean I think this could happen, but would he go straight into the B? I don't. It's a weird signing for me. It's not like he's been hyped up as this wonder kid that like, he's not played for Fulham, but they're going to feed him into the team sort of thing, bleed him in. Just a weird side. I thought Celtic would be linked with better players. I mean, we're currently sitting here on the 9th of June, and there's not been a lot. There's not been a lot of players linked to Celtic of great note. I mean, they haven't even announced Tierney yet, which I still find to be weird. I don't think his injury's as bad as what first could have been at the start of that report. But yeah, Celtic link with Callum Osmond. It's not the greatest link in the world. The Celtic need more. Like I said, yeah, they do. And they clearly do. They lost Kyogo. Now, there has been links to Kyogo. Oh, he could go to Bournemouth, but he might come back to Celtic. He's not going to come back to Celtic. Kyogo coming back to Celtic means he kind of has to tuck his tail between his legs with his head down and return. He left Celtic. He wanted to leave Celtic for a wee period of time so he'd get into the Japan squad. And what he did in the process was not only kill his international career, pretty much kill his club career because he's barely played, no goals. And again, if he goes back to Celtic, he could easily sort his career out, rectify it. He could also go to Bournemouth and do the same. But the Celtic fans want him. That is the question.